Okay, good afternoon. Now today we will start the part second about the motion. So all of you be ready to learn something new. Today the second part of the motion is the distance and displacement. Today we will learn about the distance and displacement. That is our topic. Okay. Now, what is the meaning of the distance and displacement? First thing, to define it, firstly we have to know that what is distance and whatever the displacement is there. Think one time that if any object A is kept here, that is the straight line path. This is the points A and B, and if any car is just moving, this is your middle, that is your 0, here 1, then 2, then 3, scaling point beta 5, 6, and this side -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6. Okay, these all are the point. One side you are looking at that is negative, and the next side you are looking at there is a positive. Now we will just exchange it that the car is starting from the B, because that will start from the positive corner, and if it is going to this side, the movement of the car is this side towards the negative direction. In both the case we will learn about the distance also and displacement. In the both case we will learn about distance and displacement. Okay. Firstly, what will the distance, and secondly, first we have to understand. Then I will tell the defined definition also of these both. When the car is moving from the B point to A point, if it reaches to this point, that is 2 -2, and here it was just moving from the 6. You are looking, these both 2 points are there. Okay. Then if what will be the distance here? If I tell that, please tell me that what are the distance the car has traveled, then you will know that this from here, whatever the point are there 6, and then here 2, there are the no direction. You know that distance is the directionless quantity. But in the displacement, there we have to check the direction also. Means distance has the magnitude as well as direction, but displacement has the magnitude as well as direction. But distance doesn't have the direction, only the magnitude. Magnitude means the length, whatever the length it is traveling. Okay. So when we will measure all these, there we will see that here to here it is just around the 6. And from here it goes to total. The sum of the magnitude is, this is the direction, showing the direction. The minus sign, where the minus sign I have put, that is showing the direction of the movement. But it will be needed in the displacement. But here we doesn't have to know about the direction. So directly we will sum it. Total distance will be 6 plus 2. There will be 8. If it is in centimeter, then we will put the centimeter. If it is in meter, then we will put the meter. That is the unit about it. If this is scale is in meter, then here we will also meter, 8 meter. But that is your distance. That is your distance. But if I am asking about displacement, so here we have to listen one thing, beta, that displacement doesn't depend on the even only one single quantity, that is your only not in the magnitude or in the direction. There should be both the thing. The magnitude means the length of that, and the direction also. With the direction we will know that in which side the object is moving. That's why displacement plays very important role here. When in the displacement case, that is your distance here, that is your distance, But in the case of displacement, if you will check here, then it depends on the position. First thing, that the displacement always depend on the position, the final position minus initial position. Okay, so here it will be the your f. If I am taking the f1, the final position, f1 minus f2, that is your f1 minus f2. One is final, one is initial. Then we will able to know that what will be the value of that thing. So here also, if you put the value, what is there? First, a1 minus 2 is given. Till here only the object has given. You are looking at till here minus 2. Here I have taken 2 because the direction was not needed. That's why it was minus sign was not there. Only the 2 was there. But here we will take the sign because it is showing the direction. Minus 2 minus. There will be final position is minus 2. I have written f final position here till here that of car has came. And the second, from where it was started, from 6. So here will be 6. This we will cover in the bracket. Now you just see beta what will come again minus minus plus there will be 8 but with minus sign. Here 8 is coming, the magnitude of both are same. In the straight line the magnitude of the distance as well as displacement both are same. But you are looking that here one thing more is coming, that is the sign, minus sign. You know, here I have put it minus, that is the bigger digit, it will carry it with that one. Then here it will come minus 8 and the minus will show that the car is moving from this direction to this. Means if I say that this is east, this is west, then we will tell that car is moving toward east. So here we will say that minus 8 toward east from west to east. Okay, this much you understand, madam? That is the distance, but that is in the straight line. Second case I am taking from here only. You understand, madam? Note it. Just pause the video and whatever you want to note it. And if you understand, there is no need for that. Okay. Secondly, we will start one more thing. Here also you will see the change in that. Firstly, the distance we have taken that came. Secondly, whatever the thing was there in the straight line was the full straight line path. In the straight line, if the body is moving in the straight line, at that time, at that instant, the distance and displacement both are equal. The magnitude of both are equal. Direction, displacement will need, there it can change, but the magnitude of both will same. Like we have seen here, the answer of this distance, whatever the value was coming, magnitude was 8 only, and in the displacement also the magnitude was 8 only. Okay. Now, second thing, if I am saying that firstly object till here it was gone in the first case it was gone till here. Okay. Now, what happens? The object come back here, means firstly the object goes till here and secondly this come to here, means point this 2. Then what was the magnitude at the first case till here? It was the 8, means we can say that from here to here what value was coming, that was 8 meters, that is in the meter only. So distance is your 8 meter. But when the object again turn here, how much? That is your till 2. Then what will happen? These unit will be added for the distance. Okay. Here what will happen? From here 1, again 0, 1, 2. How much it is running? No. What is there? 2 is there. Till here the object was came at the first case. Total magnitude was directly you are looking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 was coming from here, it was started. No? I will not count from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But second case what happened? It goes back till 2 only. Then again we will count from here 1, 2, 3. Means 3 steps he has came again. So what will happen here? 3 will be added and it will come 11. Okay? It will come 11. But that is your distance. In this case, that is the distance. But better for the displacement, this value will be not. Here the magnitude will also change and direction as well also. Both will change. Okay? Why? You know, distance is the total sum of the length or magnitude. Whatever the magnitude is travelled by any object or any body, that all things we have to sum on. We have to add all things. But in the displacement, it changes that only the shortest distance we will take. Displacement is the shortest distance. Means if we have to measure the displacement, we have to take the shortest distance, that how we can reach there. Okay? Like we will give expression about that also better. But firstly, in the straight line, only this much we have to think. That second case what happened? Here what will happen? Total was how much? 8. And secondly, here it is added plus 3. But in the displacement, what will happen? It will be subtracted minus 2. Okay? And then again your value will also decrease and your answer also. Okay? Now wait. Secondly, we have to think about that we all know that the circle is there. If I am taking motion should be in anything, rectilinear motion, circular motion, then your straight line motion, uniform motion, all motions are coming. Okay? But if I am taking the circular motion, okay, that is not hard, that is circle. Okay? Here, if I am taking this circle, the one object is here. Total path, you know, we will say that 360 meter. Total of the full ground path, whatever the full circumference of that is there, that is 360 meter. If the object start moving from here, okay, that is the object, it is moving just and complete it twice, means move 2 times. Okay? If I am saying it start from here and again it comes here, then that is 60 meter, because total circumference is 360 meter, so that will be 360 meter only. Okay? Then understand, if the one time it is going 360, second time also what will happen, it will be 360, means we will just twice, I have told twice. Then what will be the distance here? We will just multiply it by the 360 and we will get the answer of the distance, that how much distance this object has covered. But that is the distance beta. If I told that condition will be there, object is starting from here only and again completing 2 rounds and came in this place only, means if here the value is of that 60, okay, 60 means from here we are just I am taking beta how much here, total will be 360, but I am taking that if it is moving from this side or this side, here the value is 60. Okay, till here the value is 60, or you can take 260 because 360 is there, till from here it will contain 100, so 260 is there. Okay, one time that is 260, second time again, if the position is not changed of the object, because either here this object has traveled 1 time, 2 time or 100 of time, but the position is so same only, na? Any change in position came or what? No. Final and initial, both the position are same. Final minus initial means if we will just subtract it, 260 minus 260, what will come? 0. Final minus initial. According to the displacement rule, there will come 0. So that's why we can say there is no displacement in this case. If the object, if I am standing here, I just move 2-3 feet and again I move 2-3 feet and came to my own place where I was standing earlier. Then if I have to measure the distance, then there will be total 6 feet. Total I have traveled 6 feet, but for the displacement there will be 0. What? 0. Why? Because I came to my own place again where I was standing earlier. Understand? So that's the beta. Till here we understand. Now distance and displacement are cleared properly. If you have any doubt, so please just comment on my video. I will tell you whatever the doubts should be there. We will clear it. Now beta, uniform and non-uniform motion. For this, firstly we have to know the speed. That comes after the motion only, but to understand the uniform and non-uniform, firstly we have to know the speed. What is the speed? The speed, you know that the distance traveled or time taken. That is there, no? Distance traveled upon time taken. This is the formula of it, and from here only we can define also. Speed is defined as the total distance traveled per unit time or total time taken. This much. 2 things we can add that you all know from the earlier class, from the smaller class only, from the math also, and these all subjects we study about the speed. That is the distance upon time. In physics also we learn about that. So in here we all know everything. But what is the uniform and non-uniform motion? From this relation only we will understand. Just imagine one thing you have to imagine. Again, here is the point A. That is your parallel. Okay. Just visualize beta. Means imagine it. In your brain we have to imagine that we are in parallel. Now from A point, that is parallel, we have to go to this B point. Okay. Till here B. B is your, that is your measure. Okay. That is your measure. You all know about 60 to 60, 120 kilometers, because from here where we are, from 60 that side, 60 that side, total 120 kilometer is there. From here if we will travel from A to B, okay, this is the path in which we have to go. Here one car is just traveling, just the car is moving, okay. And in this place, here is this point, it is the starting 20 kilometer per hour. Okay, that is what? Speed. Because you know now, distance travel, distance is measured in meter, kilometer, and time in hour or minute or second. Okay? So here what happened? That the speed of this car is 20 kilometer per hour. When the car reaches to this point, its speed is about 50 kilometer per hour. Okay. And when it's reached here at the final position, there was about 0 kilometer per hour. Okay. Means we can say that from here to here it is about 20 kilometer per hour, or it is increasing, but here it came to 50 kilometer. From here to here it is just increasing or decreasing and came to 0 kilometer due to distraction or any traffic, because traffics are also there now. So in this condition you are looking that here it is 20 kilometer, here it is 50 kilometer. That is not looking like 50, it is looking like 30. It is 50, okay? 50 kilometer, and at last it is 0 kilometer per hour. So this here what is the change is there now? You are looking the ratio it is changing according to the time. Time will be that. And directly if I write that we travel about 120 kilometers in 2 hours. According to that, it will be how much? 60 kilometers per hour. Okay, that will be your answer of this. But you are looking here, what is going on? According to time, the speed is just changing. Here it is very low, then here it is very stopped. Zero means it is not moving, and here it is about 50 kilometers. But average, what, how much speed it should need? About 60 kilometers. Means that a condition, if this condition applies here, that if here is also 60, here is also 60, and here is also 60. In all the cases, in every point, if the speed of the car is about 60 kilometers per hour, then that will be applied. Okay, but the ratio of that means we add all the things and then it comes again time. To that we tell the speed. Okay, and from that speed only we can learn that whatever the motion is. If all the places the speed is same. Okay, one thing, if I am walking, you are running, you will reach there fast at the gate, or I? Who will? You will, because your speed is more than me. That's why I am saying that speed will plays the important role here. If speed is maintained, means that your bike is just going uniformly. Uniformly means constantly. Constant means in that speed only. Whatever you have just maintained the speed about 20 kilometers per hour, from that speed only it is just going throughout the journey. Means full journey will be of that speed only. At that condition, there will be the uniform motion. Which uniform? And if it is changing continuously, okay, here it is 20, then after few kilometers it will be 50, then again 60, 80, 90. We all ride in uniform only. Okay, not in a which speed? Which speed I am talking about? Uniform and non or ununiform motion. In both the conditions, we all just move in the non-uniform motion, not in the uniform. Means constantly we can't able to drive because everywhere the traffics are there, and we have to decrease and increase the speed of our bicycle. So we have an understanding about the uniform motion and the distance and displacement. Next, again, we will talk about the speed little deeply and something more about this chapter, and then all the topic will be run slowly. Okay? So thank you. Just like and subscribe the channel for more videos.